Hello everyone, this is Scribblefix and welcome back. First off, I just have to apologize. I know I've said this in previous videos, but at the moment I'm sick and my voice doesn't sound the best. But I really didn't want my videos to suffer, so I guess you'll just have to listen to my croaky voice. Sorry. Today I'm doing an illustration to celebrate the release of the new game coming out called Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I decided to do a drawing of Link, the main character, in his new outfit. Now people are probably going to be shocked with this, but I haven't actually played the game yet. I haven't had the chance to buy a Nintendo Switch because they're pretty expensive, but I am planning on it, and Zelda will be the first game I buy because I love that franchise and I'm a big fan. This is my first time drawing Link, so be kind to me, okay? As usual, I started off with a sketch, and then I used my light box that you can see to ink the drawing on a separate piece of paper. Some of the parts, like his nose and his mouth, I decided to ink with a sepia multiliner because I didn't want his face looking too harsh. I've been trying to pay attention to line weight and having different variations in the thicknesses of the lines. I really think that can make or break an artwork. For example, having thin lines on the wrinkles of his pants and having thicker lines where I think shadows would be, and also having a thicker line around the whole main character just to bring it in all together. Also, I like to have a little thickness where lines intersect. I think that kind of thing is really important. So next time you're inking a drawing, have a think about it and maybe try it out. It can add a bit of spice to your drawings and make them look polished and refined, as opposed to having the same thickness of line throughout the whole piece, which is okay, but when that happens sometimes it can make it look a little flat and stale. Of course there's always exceptions, but this is just my opinion. Oh, and by the way, lately I've been doing a lot of Copic art stuff. I love Copics, and I'm going to keep using them, but I'm also thinking of other kinds of art that I can do. I want to do more watercolor stuff and possibly collage art in the future. I think that would be really interesting to try, and it might be nice for you guys to watch. I'm also considering doing an art haul video. I'm planning on getting a bunch of new art supply stuff soon. I know I need more Copic inks and possibly some more markers, and there's a few other little things that I wanted to get and try out. So I really wanted to try out making an art haul video with maybe small speed paint at the end, just trying out the new stuff that I bought. I myself love watching art haul videos. Sometimes it just gives me some good ideas for new art mediums to try, and I thought I'd give it a go making one myself. But let me know below if you like those ideas, or if you have other ideas that I might be interested in. I really wanted to try some different stuff that I can get into, and other artsy videos to try, just to add a bit more variety and keep my channel interesting, so hit me up! Also, I've been wanting to start streaming again on Twitch. I was doing that before, but I kinda just stopped. If I do it again, that should be pretty soon. I'll let you know what's happening in a future video or on my Twitter account, something like that. I'm also thinking of simultaneously streaming on YouTube as well, just to make sure that I reach the largest audience possible. But I've heard sometimes that the YouTube chat can get a little crazy or out of hand. That's kind of scary to think about, but if it helps to bring more people to the channel, I'm definitely considering it. But anyways, I'm going on a tangent here. Back to the art. I'm not sure if the hair is perfect, but if it's not, I'm sorry. Like I said, it's my first time drawing him. Also, the colors might not be perfect, but that's probably because I need to get more ink. A few of my markers are running dry, so I had to use the closest to what I had. I coloured in his shirt with a BG marker, that's blue-green. I'm not sure exactly which one. I shaded it with some cool grey colours. And for the pants I used warm greys and also an E70 marker. Not sure what one it is, but it's in the 70s. I really love those colours and I think that they work pretty well together. Sort of a desaturated cool brown. It's nice to look at. The stone is coloured with a cool grey colour. And around his shield is also a cool grey. The middle of his shield has my gold Sharpie on it. I really love metallic markers and I think that they add a nice embellishment to the artwork. I really wanted to get a silver one soon. The background of this artwork was really fun to do. I started off with some light BGs for the mountains and built it forward with some darker blues for the mountains in front. And then after that I did some green in front of that. Then I added a little bit of yellow in between them just because I wanted to do a sunset sort of sky and I want some water to reflect it. Then I added some more green throughout the mountain just to have some more colour. After that I started on the sky with some yellow because I wanted to have it like a sunset cloud type thing. And I went in between the yellow with a light orange marker and a honey coloured marker. Then I added in some hints of those colours into the mountains and in the reflections in the water. And then I used a lot of colours blender to blend out the sky. I mean a lot. At one point I even tipped some onto the art and smeared it around with a tissue. Because I wanted it to look very soft and blurred looking. So I went over it with a lot of colours ink just to make everything blended out smooth. Saturating the paper even. And I think it was worth it because it ended up looking pretty cool after a lot of work. I also did this to the mountains below just to push them back a bit because the main focus is the character. Then I added some subtle purple shading to his boots and other little bits just to counteract the yellow in the artwork and make him stand out a little bit more. And then as usual I used my Signo white gel pen just to add some highlights to let the character pop out even more. Paying attention to where the rim lighting should be and also adding a lot onto his hair because the bright light behind him would add a bit of shine. I also used it for the patterns on his shirt and highlights on his clothes and other things. Then I added some colour similar to the sky to the edges of him because the bright sky would affect the colour that he looks and I wanted him to fit into the background. And then at the end I thought that the sky needed a little more, so I added some reds and blended them out into the orange. And also added some light purple to the reds. And I think that contrasted really nice with all the yellow in the artwork. It has a really nice aesthetic. I also added little bits of purple just on the yellow part to add some visual interest, and it's probably one of my favourite parts of the artwork. I don't mean to toot my own horn or anything, but I really love how it looks. So anyways, this video is getting towards the end, so I'll leave it here and say I hope you all like this video, and if you haven't already, hit like and subscribe, share it with a friend. I really appreciate that kind of thing. Also check out my social media accounts for updates and sneak peeks, and just to say hi if you like. Don't worry, I won't bite. The links for those are in the description below. And that's it. I hope you all have an amazing day. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!